We'll follow at the bar radio here with Ace Hood. As you can see, he's already at the bar because he got some Ciroc. But I got to say, we just seen Ace Hood as a real genuine dude. I salute you. I salute you. Like, just your humble ass. I appreciate that. We need artists like you. That's it, at the bar.
Yeah, at the bar radio.
Yeah. You already know this the king of Philly, man. At the bar radio, man. You already know. Right.
Where to get lit at? You on your own. Just know why with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back. It's a different day, no, it's same story, nigga. I been winning, retire like I'm Robert Horry, nigga. They just thought they knew me, but I'm here to make my story bigger. Keep that Laker 40 with me, always know I had that clipper. She act Gilligan on my boat, bet I'm gon' skip her. If they start getting out of line, I bet I'm gon' get them. Pack a bag and book a flight, so they know I'm always tripping. I been Scotty with the right, so they always know I'm pimping. Well, I always say I got haters, cause they just know I'm living. Word to my brody came on, they just know I got a vision. The stove gotta stay on, so no product missing. Government want us to stay home, go broke for politicians. Had to carry that weight, never dealt with the opposition. My homie tryna beat the case when he had no pot to piss. I'm tryna cop a bird, but he caught up with all them pigeons. And I can never chase when ain't no love when you got them riches. I'm all alone, I been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just know why with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back. I'm all alone, I been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just know why with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back. Yeah. Alright.
Hey, Tuna, you made this?
I'm all alone, I been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just know why with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back. I'm all alone, I been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just know why with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back. It's a different day, no, it's same story, nigga. I been winning, retire like I'm Robert Horry, nigga. They just thought they knew me, but I'm here to make my story bigger. Keep that Laker 40 with me, always know I had that clipper. She act Gilligan on my boat, bet I'm gon' skip her. If they start getting out of line, I bet I'm gon' get them. Pack a bag and book a flight, so they know I'm always tripping. I been Scotty with the right, so they always know I'm pimping. Well, I always say I got haters, cause they just know I'm living. Word to my brody came on, they just know I got a vision. The stove gotta stay on, so no product missing. Government want us to stay home, go broke for politicians. Had to carry that weight, never dealt with the opposition. My homie tryna beat the case when he had no pot to piss. I'm tryna cop a bird, but he caught up with all them pigeons. And I can never chase when ain't no love when you got them riches. I'm all alone, I been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just know why with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back. I'm all alone, I been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just know why with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back.
Oops. Let's go into a video real quick.
Oh, come on, man. I got family, I got kids, everything's upstairs in the closet, dog.
Money. Money. I love that money.
Lucas.
Money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. You don't really wanna play. talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. And you don't really wanna play. You don't know what to say. It's money, 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 money is what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really wanna play. You don't know what to say. Cause money, 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 money is what I'm talking about. Money, 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 make you shut him mouth. Don't never ever talk about it if you never had the clout. You don't know what to say. Stay up out of my way. Cause money, 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 make him shut him mouth. Keep playing with this goonies, boy, I'm gonna have to make the call. Stay in bounds on your pivot, boy, if you gon' ball. Cause a lot of niggas be fake, and you really can't play. Cause we done got it out the mud, nigga, what you talking about? Screaming, oh my God, money got me pride. They living a lie, look into my eyes, they might seem surprised. This is homicide, we just multiply. We been on the rise. If we got some wings, fuck it, we gon' have to fly. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. Day in my life, take me a different route. And use all my case, niggas on my face. You can get erased, what you talking about? Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. And you don't really wanna play. You don't know what to say. Cause money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really wanna play. You don't know what to say. Cause money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. You never crossing these borders. I'm whipping it up, Gordon Ramsay. I swear that I'm cooking these orders. You talk about me, you better just hope that you can just really afford it. I'm ballin', I'm ballin', I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm feeling like Robert Tahori. Nigga, I'm scoring. I count in the morning. They talk about me, then I gotta ignore it. My bitches be foreign. So independent, my money be corporate. These raps is boring. You hate me and I'm always gonna adore it. I'm smoking that soaring. She always go ahead and let me explore it. I call her my Dora. You can go and talk about me, I ain't flawless. I go put my all in. If a nigga talk about me, then I'm gone in. You know that I'm gone in. Jump in, take trips, Pompeii. All day, always keep 3 stacks like Andre. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it, man. And you can never, ever, ever get rid of that. So watch what you say, and watch how you do. If you playing the game, then you play by the rules. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. And you don't really wanna play. You don't know what to say. Cause money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really wanna play. You don't know what to say. Cause money, 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 money's what I'm talking about.
Okay, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on at the bar radio? It is me, Mr. 151, your local alcoholic. And I got CP3 in the building. Lady Antoinette is on her way. She probably got a speeding ticket or something. I don't know.
She caught up in some of that Washington football team dejected.
Oh, Lord. Right, well, then she might not make the show.
Yeah, it's I got a feeling a lot of fans left early with the fourth quarter where it started.
But the fourth quarter was decent. But I'm gonna let you go ahead and get into your sports wrap up.
Yeah, I'm not really gonna go too deep into it. I did a post game and we'll be covering it tomorrow night on Sports on the Hill. But it was a flawed game plan by Scott Turner. I put most of the blame on him, coming out with a pass-happy attack against a team that's getting their pass rushers back healthy. And we're looking to try to get, wreak havoc in the backfield, and he played right into their hands. and Antonio Gibson had a costly fumble, his 4th lost fumble of the season, 6 total loss, most by any running back in the league. And I made a mistake of mentioning that during the pregame, and I'm kind of upset about that because they had a 4-game winning streak and he's leading the NFC in rushing and didn't put the ball on the ground once. And Washington gained some momentum and just scored and got a 2-point conversion. And we're still, in reach of making it a game. Got a 3 and out. He offense got the ball back. Second play of the drive, he puts the ball on the ground. And Dallas is in field goal range already. The defense held him to a field goal, but that swung the momentum. And unfortunately, even with the late game attempt to come back, it was just too much to overcome. So they got a rebound. They're now 6-7, still in the playoff hunt. Still, I believe, in number 6 or the 7th spot, depending on how the rest of the games pan out today. Philly's on a bye week. They have next week. Both of them will be sitting 6-7. Philly has 2 division losses. Washington now 1-1, so technically they're in second place. They have a better divisional record. So, like I said, we'll be talking about that more tomorrow night and looking forward to this Eagles game next week.
Who's the Eagles playing?
They're on a bye this week, so they're resting up. They're going to get some healthy players back. Unfortunately, the injury bug is taking its toll on this Washington football team. We lost another lineman that just came back, center, our 3rd string center, and just came back because the 4th string center had got injured last week also. So it's the injuries is definitely taking. So Terry McLaurin went out with a concussion. Logan Thomas, last week was lost for the season on a questionable hit that I can't believe the league didn't find the defender on that play because he had no reason to go at his knees like that and cause, I'm not going to say cause, but help lead to the injury that sidelined him for the rest of the season. And Tyler Heineke, he has a knee injury. He didn't finish the game. Kyle Allen came in. He looked, decent. We'll see what that looks like going forward. We'll know all about the injury report on Tuesday. We'll also be covering the Caps, who've had another rough week. I believe it was 1-1 week again. They had a 1-1 week last week. We'll be covering them at the beginning of the show. We'll talk more on this Washington football team. And then we'll be talking the Wizards also. We have cooled off a little bit. And I posed the question with Bradley Beal coming back, did that throw off the chemistry that the team had? The NBA Roundtable had a great discussion about that last week. So tune in. I didn't even follow it was this week. Something to show what the record was this week. It was a crazy week. But other than that, man, just dealing with this loss and the Cowboy fans talking trash. Even though I don't get into talking trash, you see it on social media. And
oh, they going crazy.
Yeah, I mean they won. They came pretty ready to play. They were a better team today. They were a better team on paper. Washington was just hot and in a groove, and I was hoping that would carry over to this game. But going against the grain of the game plan that's got you the 4-game winning streak, not running the ball and being pass happy, which are the things that put them on a 4-game losing streak, which put them at 2-6, while they had to dig out that hole in the first place. So I think it's just a case of Scott turning out thinking that himself and going away from what works. I had a little Jay Gruden tingle up my spine when I saw that because he had a tendency to have some plays that will work and then you'll never see him again, or you'll see him one time in like another 3 weeks.
Oh, shout out to Vibe Williams. He's watching. We had a great interview with him.
No doubt.
And man, what else you got? Anything else you got for us?
Not in the sports world. As always, I'm down selling cars down at Waldorf Honda. Come check me out down there at 2450 Crane Highway. We still got some cars in the building. Like y'all know about the shortage and everything. Also, if you're looking to save some money on the utilities, Christmas time, I know you're getting presents and such. Hit me up. We got a program you can save 10-15% on utility bill. I'll do nothing different. Pay your bill the same. Just hit me up. It takes about 10-15 minutes to get everything locked in and you're ready to go. Also have identity theft program. I do security, so otherwise we'll have some identity and security stuff too. I just signed up for it. And you get your credit reports and get your background and all of that good stuff. I have your credit card, cell phone, everything monitored to make sure have no identity theft going on your social stuff.
Yeah, so Lady Internet just said that she's still sitting in that traffic.
Yeah, I could imagine. Hope she at least got across the bridge.
Man. I used to work. I used to work by FedEx Field. I used to hate just riding the train home when they play. It'd be so fucking crazy.
Yeah, I see. When I was over there, I lived right by the stadium, so I could just walk down there. I was like 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes, 5 minutes from the stadium, so I didn't have to deal with the traffic. And then when wasn't living there, I lived on the Brightsea Road, which is right there, so we had a way that we could get home without having to even deal with traffic. So yeah, it is, especially after a loss, it makes it even worse.
Yep, that's true. That's true. That's true. So, quick note. We're gonna go with some topics real quick and play some music. Um, Megan the Stallion actually just graduated college this weekend.
Oh wow.
This week.
Yeah.
So the funny thing is, when we the thing is that we can hear hands on my knees doing thought, thought shit and all that other stuff. But when they make an accomplishment, people get so quiet. Like something positive, as long as she's screaming, hands on my knees and stuff. No one's talking about this major accomplishment, because she had dropped out of college, to pursue a career in rap, and her mom passed away and stuff like that. Like she has a deeper story than what we give her credit for, and no one said anything. I saw one or two posts about it.
I mean, unfortunately, that's the way it is. They put you out there for something, derogatory, ratchet, whatever you want to call it, negative. But for some reason, they figured good news doesn't sell, and only bad news and crazy ratchet stuff does. And at this time, you want to hear more uplifting stuff with everything that's going on. You want to hear more positive stuff. That's what we try to bring to the table, because we hear all the negative stuff about all whatever's going on in the world, and we try to bring the positive side that doesn't get talked about. So
Definitely.
it's that's a great accomplishment. That she was able to do that. I was attempting to go to college, but I wasn't paying that overpriced tuition for undervalued education that you couldn't even get a field once you graduate, a job in the field that you graduated in. But yeah, I mean the fact that she completed it and her mother passed away, that was help her get motivated to live up to the promise, or when she said and complete that. That's that's a feather in her cap. So good luck to her. And yeah, she did something I couldn't do.
Definitely. So I be going through when I'm out. I be going through these crazy ass stories, um, during my downtime. And so this story just I didn't even mean to talk about this today because I posted stuff at the bar, the radio page joint, but it was Nancy Reagan trends on Twitter after after a user called her the throat goat.
Say what?
Some Twitter users are reacting to Nancy Reagan being called the throat goat of Hollywood.
Really?
One Twitter user made a comparison between Madonna and Nancy Reagan. It's really sad though, because Nancy Reagan has died a long time ago.
I mean, how did this conversation even come about? That's my question. I'm lost.
Yeah, the account mate said that both women are only a year apart, while Madonna's trashy and Nancy's classy.
Okay. All right. Something that's really irrelevant we don't really care about. But
Yeah.
I want to talk about it. Okay. I mean, that's
What would make people bring something as so um stupid up like that?
I guess they were bored. I guess the pandemic.
This is why I don't really be on Twitter that much.
I mean, I'm trying to get back onto. That's where that's where I started. My whole sports media career on Twitter, and I had a nice little following, but then I got hooked into another social media platform because the 140 characters does kind of blow you. Now it's 240, but still, it limits to what you can do and what you can say. So it does get weird. But more people read stuff on Twitter than on other social media sites. They'll like it and just keep scrolling. They won't click on the video. to check it out there, just like it, which is cool. Appreciate the likes. Well, I like the views too. I put the content out for it to be viewed, not just to be liked. And on Twitter, they tend to view, more and read more. When I was writing, that's why I started. They would read my articles, retweet them, and I was getting a lot of decent reads, and that's what started Sports on the Hill. So Twitter is just like all of them, but it has a good upside and a downside.
True.
It's the best for porn, I tell you that. Damn.
So, real quick, hey. So, when's the last time you called a throat goat?
It's been too long, bro. It's been too long. I had one when I was in Capitol Heights. That's one thing I do miss about being in the hood. You always could find one. I had me a nice little stable right around the corner.
Yeah, Lady Antoinette's gonna kill us when she comes into this conversation.
Hey, man. Hey, it was trending on Twitter, man. We got to talk about it. But yeah, it's nothing like you got to have one in your life every now and again, man. Get that stress relief out. Like right now. That's what I'm looking for.
A throat goat?
Yes. I've been working a lot. This car game is stressful right now. These car shortages, man. Got to get that number to secure that check. And now Christmas time, folks trying to do things, holidays. So yeah, it's just.
So would you
stress relief?
So would you take a throat goat over a regular relationship?
Damn, that's a deep question.
You gotta think about it.
Yeah, I told you I'm going through some things right now, man. I'm trying to think. I mean, I do want a relationship, but the way it looks, right, like it's been bleak for the last few years, man. I don't know.
So you take that throat goat, huh?
I don't know. The instant gratification might be better than this waiting game. I mean, they always say that love will come in your life when you least expect it. So stop looking for it. So I stopped looking for it, and that motherfucker ain't popped up yet. So I don't know, man. I'm a patient man, but I'm still a man.
I feel you on that.
Yeah, man.
Black China has landed a new reality series with, of course, VH1.
Of course.
With VH1, I have a love-hate, well, I have a more hate, and then a little bit of love relationship with them, because I know from back in the days, I'm old enough to realize that VH1 was a soft rock station that didn't play black music, that didn't have black artists growing up. And now, all of a sudden, VH1, was the home of love and hip-hop. There was no hip-hop being played on VH1. It became the home of Wild and like it's so many black shows on VH1, Black Ink, and all this other stuff. And I get some things transformed, but that it's clearly a culture vulture.
I wasn't a big fan. I mean, I watched VH1 every now and again. They had VH1 Soul. I know I used to watch that when they played mostly R&B and minority music and whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I don't watch any of those reality shows and Black China with her Kardashian connections and stuff. That it seems like it'll fit her. It's probably she was probably on the show in some way, shape, or form when she was with the brother or whatever. So it's hilarious how media, how the public makes these folks famous for basically doing nothing but being ratchet or getting pregnant or showing their body in some sort of way. So I don't know, man. We gotta find a way to get our foot in the door with that shit, man. Trying to get some of this money they getting. I'm tired of. I love Southern cars, man, but
But you would still hit Black China though.
Nah, man, she got all that fake ass and stuff. I can't do the fake stuff, man. It just
so you discriminate against fake ass.
It don't look right. Like her body does. It's like Little Kim. She's still sexy, but now it's her. What she does.
You want to hit Lil Kim?
Not now, because I remember what she used to look like, and I'd be like, nah, it ain't the same. I used to want to fuck Little Kim.
So like, 40 and a 40 and some good weed would not make you hit Lil Kim?
If we're in the same room and I'm going through the shit I'm going to do now, hey, all bets are off. Yeah, she probably would get hit. I ain't even gonna lie.
Okay, then. What about
like I say, that's out of necessity, not out of choice.
You know what?
Like I said, I back in the day, I would choose. I wanted to fuck Lil Kim. Now, like I said, if she was here and I got a couple of drinks in me and it's been a little while, yeah. All right, let's go to the room real quick. Let me take care of this. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion, man. I'm not saying that's what it is. That's just my opinion.
Damn. rapper Slim 400 was reportedly shot and killed in Los Angeles. Another rapper, yeah. This is sad because it's like becoming a trend. Um, he was affiliated with YG, I believe. Just up and coming, trying to make moves. And the thing is, you can make so many moves now without even being on a major label, and finally start to get your family out the hood and stuff like that. And then you go back, and these people get you.
Like you said before, I don't know, I forgot, I think you said Gilly said it or someone he's affiliated with that, most rappers that do make it have to move out of their hood.
Boosie said it actually.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Boosie
like
said,
I said, I knew, like I
yeah.
said, I knew somebody said it, yeah, I spoke about before, and it's a sad truth because even if you're doing good and giving back, there's always going to be somebody that didn't get touched or didn't feel like you did enough for them or for the hood. Then jealousy comes up because you all came up in the same environment, but he's making it, and this other guy probably working a job making $5-6 an hour, child support, living in his mama house, yada yada. So he hating, he mad, he jealous, and he see this other guy, riding around in a fancy car, doing big things, got people talking about him in a good way, and jealousy is a sad emotion that pushes folks to do dumb shit, and in that moment of it, I supposed to say emotion will fuck you every time, man. Logic will keep you sane and keep you out of jail as long as you use logic.
True.
Once you start using emotion, it's over.
Yo, shout out to my brother Goody. He pulled off another good event last night. The Tough as Nails. Shout out to Eric Kuz, what's going on inside.
What's going on, man?
He did the Tough as Nails dances. He did the giveaway, the raffle. He gave away was it a 55 inch?
Oh yeah, 50 or 55.
Yeah, it's like a 50 or 5-inch TV last night. Definitely support the brother. We're gonna get him back on here to do a follow through, and he's gonna bring that chef on here, and we gonna see what he working with. Shout out to Spin Wax Radio. We're gonna be doing some stuff like that. We're gonna do some one-off stuff with them. A condensed hour show of quick interviews and just playing music. Won't be as in depth as we do on Sunday because Sundays where the party's at. feel like Jagged Edge. Okay. See, young rappers. When I be trying to calm CB3 down about some of the shit he say about y'all skinny jeans and all that other stuff. So NBA YoungBoy says he likes wearing makeup because it makes him feel comfortable.
Huh? Wearing makeup and what, just walking around the house and shit?
No, it looks like rock star makeup, but
I mean, whatever floats your boat, man. I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand it, but I mean, he is who he is, and that's what his choice. I don't judge anybody. I'm gonna talk about him, but I ain't gonna judge him. So
we damn sure gonna talk about
him. Yeah, I mean, some of these folks is that the same dude that was wearing the white dress and shit?
No, that's Young Thug. But
hold on. A nigga named Young Thug is wearing a motherfucking dress now.
He's from Atlanta.
But no,
he's from Atlanta.
Does anybody else
He's from Atlanta.
Does anybody else see the hilarious nature of that? Your rap name is Young Thug and you're walking around wearing it.
So NBA YoungBoy, which stands for Never Going Broke Again. He actually he's from Baton Rouge. I think he has a baby by Floyd Mayweather's daughter. But yeah, he's battling a court case right now. But it's like it looks like eyeliner and some dark and some black lipstick.
I'll just say I wish Lady Antoinette was here because I really don't even know what to say about this. I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't. I don't judge anybody for whatever, gay, straight, lesbian, whatever. Whatever you do makes you happy, do it. But I mean, I don't understand the latest trend culture with, so gender identity thing that, folks, I mean, they want to test the boundaries of what is considered normal or what's the status quo for our society. If that's the reason behind it, okay, I get it. You're going to have rebellion in certain aspects from the norm. But, I don't know. I mean, I don't. Was it going on back when we were kind of? There was a different stigma on the gay lifestyle and everything, so it wasn't as open. So I don't know if that's my culture shock with it, but I don't know. It just has me scratching my head. Like as I always say, this isn't something new. It's just something that's more widely accepted, and folks are more open to talk about what they feel and how they feel. So I mean, folks were having these feelings before, they just weren't allowed to talk about it, weren't allowed to have a voice, or when they did, ridiculed, beat, killed, sometimes worse, other things. So
I mean, it's kind of like that rock star makeup, but I was never a fan of that. But then,
yeah,
but then again, hold on, let me rephrase that because I watch wrestling and that face paint is still makeup.
yeah,
So, um,
I've always disliked makeup. I hate the smell of it. I guess because my mom used to always wear it. And then you getting out to go to school, they kiss you on the cheek, and you got lipstick on your cheek, and I'm like, oh, that shit used to suck. I
hello.
used to hate the smell of it too. So it is what it is. Man. Some folks, I don't know.
That's cool. Yeah,
It's
we know
crazy.
about it.
Sounds
All
like
right.
I guess it's caught in that same traffic lady next court.
Yeah,
She
you
just got
good.
an update from her saying that the
All right.
chopper is in the air and ME was on the way to the scene, so that's never a good sign. So
So yeah, that was I guess
I figured he
he's
was
going to
probably in
that
the same
traffic,
I figured
baby.
I figured he was in that same. That's
He's
why I
at
get to the studio.
7-Eleven.
That's why I get to the studio early, dog. That's why I get to the studio because that bridge, one accident, and you're done because it's only one way over that mug.
One way in and one way out.
Exactly. So yeah, that's why I make sure I come over. I was over here by 11:30. I beat that going to this game traffic. I saw them going. So yeah, hopefully you end up might having a 4 hour show. I guess I don't know.
It's all good. It's all good. Um, so on some real note, I got to send a rest in peace to my stepmother Gail. Yesterday, I received news that she transitioned. This honestly, it's been a rough 2 months for my family.
Yeah.
So
Prayers to them, man. It's life is just crazy right now.
life is short and appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this is why you shouldn't be wasting time over pettiness and beefing and stuff like that. Make sure that you spend time with your loved ones, and tell them you love them. Like real talk. We're not promised. Over the last 4 years, I've lost 4 people each year. You know, um, four close people to me, and it's it plays a lot on your mental too. So, um, don't waste time with pettiness and beefing and stuff like that. Uh, Make sure you take time to tell people you love them. Make sure you take time to mend and heal relationships. Don't let a person leave this world on a bitter note. You know, the most gangsterest thing that you can do is forgive somebody. You know.
Yeah, you can always forgive. You never forget but forgive. Folks make mistakes. Folks make hasty decisions and different emotional states, as we just talked about. Depending on what I can't say forgive all.
And
Depending
then,
on
but it's a certain situation. Like if a person were to touch a member of my family, there ain't no be no forgiveness for that.
yeah.
But for something that if it's not nothing outside of that, we can talk forgiveness. And for me, forgiveness is not something, um, we may not be going out to the club again, but I won't have hatred in my heart.
Yeah, it's I learned the hard way because I used to carry. I had a vindictive personality, so I used to carry things around for years sometimes, and I would plot and plan and do and then execute what I would do. And I mean that was cool, but then all the energy you exert doing that, you could be putting that energy into something else, and improving your life instead of trying to prove a
Definitely.
point to someone and
Well,
ruin theirs.
definitely. A lot of people don't even realize GOP before he passed, he had beef with several of our friends, um, and he made amends with most of them. You know, and I thought that was big of him because he didn't it had turned into, you know, we rolling over here and they rolling over there. We ain't even talking. But he had made peace with you know, with a lot of them and stuff like that. I thought that was big. It's also part of the healing process. So, like I said, that's, unless I'm not saying for dude chop up your mom, you need to be like, oh, I forgive you. Nah, definitely punch him in the face. Definitely whoop that trick. But what I'm saying is, like, you got cousins, you got friends, that y'all were once close and y'all had a falling out. Could be, it could be over $20. It could be over some money. It could be over something that's not that big that 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 you should just forgive rather than keep that grudge going on.
All right, now we gotta do a asterisk, PSA disclaimer. I know it's probably a couple of my family members looking at me right now. Oh, really, motherfucker? What about such and such? Like he said, in certain situations, if it was someone you were once close to, then yes, you should give
Yeah,
forgiveness. I was never close to that person because that person was a piece of shit.
yeah,
The relationship we had was nothing to salvage. So yeah.
and don't get me wrong, because there are blood family members that aren't worth crap.
Mhm.
Um, and some relationships don't need to be salvaged.
Exactly.
But there are certain people that y'all have more good times than bad times that you can salvage that relationship. And that's what I'm stressing.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, um, Not everybody deserves forgiveness.
Exactly.
Like I said, I ain't one of those. If someone did something to my mom, I'm not going to prison to visit you to tell you I forgive you. No, I'm going to look you in your face and say I hope you burn in hell for eternity
Mm.
with a smile on my face and gasoline in my cup.
Yeah, it was a ex
So,
co-worker at my old job that said some disparaging words about my dad after he had passed away because he had trained him or whatever. And yeah, I was looking for that dude for a little while.
yeah.
I just said,
So something like that, I ain't gonna lie. The pettiness, he ain't a friend.
exactly.
You know, I'm talking about people that you got genuine love for.
Mm.
If it ain't genuine love, fuck them.
Pretty much. As I said, if you ain't helping me, gain progressing my life, keeping a roof over my head, food in my stomach, or money in my pocket, and you got a problem with me, you can exit stage left real quick.
Oh, definitely.
So yeah, I don't have time for all the craziness. My life is already complicated enough. Instead of dealing with people that's looking at things in a certain perspective or emotional, like Carl Thomas about everything, because they don't feel this or feel that. I'm like, dog, it ain't that major, man. Let's talk about it. You don't feel so. You don't like it, man. Sorry, roll, or we can try to figure it out, or but
I mean, trust me. I know. We probably offend people almost every week on this show.
yeah, I mean,
I don't lose sleep with none.
but I mean, it's we're entitled to have differing opinions that might rub you the wrong way. That's our human God-given right. Everyone isn't going to think and feel the same, and
And that's true. I mean, dude, we don't always agree on stuff on the show.
yeah,
You know, it's our God. It, I wouldn't want you on here if you're always going to agree with me. Fuck
pretty much,
that.
yeah,
That's a boring conversation.
exactly. So I mean, I don't know when we got there that people feel like everyone should feel the same way or think the same
But
way.
being a yes man is cool.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like I said, when we came up, it's like everything is turned upside down from when we came up. When we came up, I feel like it made sense. As long as they ain't put their hands on you, then you don't even worry about it. Words can't hurt you. They can say whatever they want as long as they don't touch you. you know, it is what it is. They have
Oh.
the right to have their own opinion.
True. Oh yeah, and this week, on Thursday, Kanye West and Drake actually put aside their differences and they did a free Larry Hoover concert. They said it was great.
Oh, yeah. I mean, to me, both of those guys got some type of mental issues. Drake with his women's selection and choices and baby mothers. Kanye just being Kanye. So I mean, their beef, you know, this like you say, unnecessary beef. It's over some words, over some music.
It was all some stupid stuff, and even the crazy thing is Drake was like, to be on stage with one of my idols, and and clearly have one of the best music rap collections. You know, it's good to see brothers do it, and do something positive.
Yeah.
So because when they were beefing, they were all over.
Yeah, like you said, always the negative always going to get put out there and shown over and over.
And even Kanye, he rapped one of Drake's songs. Like, I think that was a good look. It was a good, good event. I think that's good for the culture. I think that's good for music. I think it's good to teach people things.
I mean, it only makes sense that they get along. That's like Kanye beefing with Swiss Beats or Timberland. Like, y'all are, higher echelon top producers in the game, platinum and diamond. So why would y'all beef? Why don't y'all put that talent together? And then, like he did with Jay or any other collaborations, and see what type of super dope album y'all can come out with that'll change the game and shit instead of beefing and arguing with some dumb shit.
Well, too, it teaches if they're paying attention, but it teaches these young artists we're more powerful together than separate.
True. But unfortunately, they won't even that shit go.
Because they'll remember the beef, but they'll remember, and this is the sad thing. And don't get me wrong, we'll remember Pusha T's The Story of Adidon faster than we're gonna remember this concert.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna remember Kanye, Drake going Kiki, do you love me? And everybody like, oh, he's talking about Kim K. That's her nickname. Like, we'll remember that shit than, rather than this concert. And it's a monumental concert for a good cause. Because once again, niggas love beef.
No doubt.
And the media plays a good part into it too, because the media wants to keep us beefing.
It is. Yes, we can go deep into that. Not even just the media, government. It's all put together. The media pretty much is working, in my opinion, working with, for, whatever you want to call it, the government to keep this division up amongst us, so we can miss the big picture of what they're doing and screwing us over on so many other different levels.
And so, of course, shout out to my man, Cool Intentions, Jamil Wansley. He just timed in. He said, it is good to see black men squashing the beef and prove we don't have to kill each other. Facts. And Vibe Williams has chimed in saying facts. And that is true. Like, I'm so glad that this beef didn't end with both of these or one of these dudes in a casket. But that's what they want us to see. The thing is, they want us when you realize that you're more powerful together, they want us. You ever just like the minute Kanye do something crazy, everybody goes, well, what's Jay-Z doing? And they always want to try to play beef between like Kanye and Jay-Z. And even Jay-Z said it on one of the records, there's no beef between us. They have issues, and we all have issues with each other sometimes. But at the end of the day, they stay solid, and I think that's cool.
Yeah, it's all about the foundation of your relationship. If you really folks, no matter what happens, no matter what beef, that you can be able to go back and talk it out and continue that friendship / business partnership or whatever. So, yeah, folks get caught up in the emotion and what people think. Cause so many folks see the mistakes that get made when beef or situations happen. Folks go straight to social media, put the stuff out there, and they're friends with them and have mutual friends. Then other folks get involved, or if other folks comment, and somebody feels disrespected or feel like, oh, they're making them look foolish. And we know how the whole social media persona and how some people are so caught up in that, and it's so fragile if it gets damaged, and they don't get to live out the fantasy lifestyle online that they wish they were living in real life.
So
And then it escalates. So it's a whole different climate now. Like we had beef back in the day. We'd fight. Sometimes it'll go a couple of fights and somebody get beat, go back. But at the end of the day, we'd squash the beef, whatever.
but people don't think like that. Actually, Jamil just asked, "Does this thing lead to could lead to Dirk and Ruger squash and Debbie?" No, I don't, because Lil Durk is Lil Durk doesn't know how Lil Durk doesn't know how powerful he is as an artist. And I remember when he was on Def Jam, he wasn't really popping, and then the last couple of years he reinvented himself and got popping, and I don't think he realizes his power. Um, and even with when his man King Von died and stuff like that, you know when it's hard when you be like, well, anybody kill my bro, we slide on our ops. When he'd have to change his message, um, and he has to be ready for that, and he has to be ready for the backlash too, because there's people that's like, oh well, Lil Durk didn't go out and kill the man who killed his man. He a sucker for that, really, because now he's risking his career and his whole family.
Yeah.
So, it's one of those things where Lil Durk gotta elevate, and he has to change the people he's around. And not everybody who you get in this game with is gonna be the same people that you grow with. There are a lot of people that you gonna outgrow.
That's fact.
And you have to look at people. Are they here to elevate me, or are they here to keep me the same? A lot of niggas people want you to be a million but still act the same. Why? Your bank account's not the same. Your zip code's not the same. Your debt ain't the same, but they want you to be the same. And so when you keep the people that want you to be the same, you gonna stay beefing with another nigga over some street shit, and y'all both making more money. Y'all both getting paid $70,000 a show. There's some people that make $70,000 a year. And you ain't even a super mainstream rapper and getting paid this money. Dirk and Pooh Shiesty, when they came out here, I think they got paid $70,000 each. They did the little joint in the park about 6-7 months ago. They got paid decent. Maybe not 70. Maybe they made 40. Whatever. 40 bands for one show.
Yeah.
And
more than some folks see in the year still.
And then you beefing with a nigga? 40 bands, I don't give a fuck what this other nigga do.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't get it, man, especially when there's money involved, man. You gotta handle business. You gotta think like a businessman. And these folks are, like I say, emotional like Carl Thomas, man.
And Vibe has got a point. We are stronger together, but most people feel they're better separately. And I want to touch on that because, real talk, could I do at the bar by myself? Yeah. But where's the fun in that?
Pretty much.
I was doing at the bar by myself, and it was cool. But the growth came when I added CP3. And it came as a joke because we were just grilling and podcasting. And that was just something we was just doing.
Yeah.
And then Lady Antoinette came. And then it felt like a unit. It felt like a family. And this is what Black GOP built with True Radio. We go out and have brunch. Not all the time, but, we do a lot of things together. And talk almost every day because it's a unit. It's a family. And people are invested in here. And so people don't realize how powerful that is. Like separately, this is a fun show, but when everybody's here and we're all doing it and we're all pushing it, it's powerful. It's a powerful show.
It's a whole different vibe. It's like with Sports on the Hill. I started, it was just me and Robbie, which was cool. We were doing our thing, and then now we have a team of over 16 covering everything from boxing, MMA, college sports. just by talking and meeting new people, and then folks that's interested in it. And then you grow your circle. Like now, Robbie, he's on paternity leave after having his, second child. He's down in Texas, but because we have a team that's so strong, the show still goes on. It doesn't miss a beat. I still have a crew that covers basketball, covers hockey, we talk football, and we continue to grow and expand, and we're taking it to different levels and looking to taking it to different avenues. So that's what having a team does. It helps you, build. It helps you adapt to the market and keeps you flexible. I'm still looking for an intern to help with some of the social media stuff.
You looking for an intern or a stripper? Which one?
Well, she can do both. Yeah. We in the pocket. But yeah, because like my cousin, he has his own consulting firm, and we were talking the other day, like, yeah, I appreciate all the love you give me on social media, Like, yeah, no problem, you be liking my stuff too. You're like, yeah, I got somebody that does all of my stuff, so I'm just thanking you for her, because she's the one that's posting all the stuff and doing. Like, yeah, I know, at least you got payroll. So I can't afford to put somebody on payroll right now. Unless they working for weed and alcohol, then yeah, we can work something out.
Yeah, let me give a shout out to DJ Nasty Nice. My man, DJ Nasty Nice, Coalition DJ out of Roanoke. First of all, if you're an artist, tap in with him. Tap in. He's on my IG. He's on my Facebook. Tap in with him. Trap City Radio. Tap in with him. He'll give you a package with some promotional spins. That means a package means you're going to pay for it. Promotional. Tap in with him. He got merch. He got merch. He's selling a whole bunch of merch now. Tap in with him. Salute to the DJs. Definitely. Tap in with him. My homegirl, Alexis, I swear, she's the person that sets us up with a lot of these dope ass artists coming out of Roanoke, and Atlanta and everywhere. So a lot of artists that we get to feature on here, she sets it up with. Tap in with her. She's going from this Wednesday. She's going from Roanoke to Atlanta, doing big things. Tap in with her. We tell you these things because we try to provide opportunities for you to grow your music, so you can take your career to another level. So pay attention.
You gotta want it. You gotta, everyone talks about living their dream, but it's more than just talking about it. You gotta be about it. You gotta make shit happen. Everyone wants to live the lifestyle, but don't want to put in the work.
And you're right, Jamel. Tap in. You network and build. That is like one of the main things of this show. Like real talk. We build with Coding and Blanche. We build with artists. Hell, we build with other podcasts.
Oh yeah, stay tuned. We got some folks coming through. Next week we got a guy that I met actually selling cars and has an interesting background we'll talk about. Military. Now he's in the process of being a motivational speaker, and you never know where you might end up and who you might run into and what connections and that you might meet. Now he'll be coming on the show, bought a car from me. Now he's coming on the show to talk about his life and his pursuit of being a motivational speaker. You never know. Just tap in, see what you know, see who you know, see what we can do. Anything's possible, babe.
Exactly. Let me play some music now. Who I want to hear?
Go for where your bitch at?
I've got a video for that right there.
Oh yeah, we can say like make that one.
Really?
Tampa Bay's handling Buffalo pretty handling right now, 24-10 in the fourth quarter. With 14 minutes left. Didn't really want to watch any more football, but I didn't turn the TV on. So I'm watching what game is on right now. The Bucks, who the Washington football team 4-game win streak started with, is pretty much handling Buffalo, who's been on the skid lately, especially after getting handed to him by Belichick on Monday Night Football, which I told you was going to happen.
So I'm gonna play these sexy sisters. BWA, No Pressure.
A nigga was fucking on me, he was in love. Don't let that little nigga lie to you. Ain't finna pressure a nigga to get out his feelings. Nah, that's what his mama do. Ain't finna beef
that's what I'm caught. Everybody a queen, well bitch I'm a nuisance. Come to your city, yo nigga I'm looting. Bitch I'm a stepper, period. She think she fucking with treasure delirious. Lil' George stalking my page, she curious. She think I'm playing at raps, I'm serious. I ain't got time for all of that chit chat. Stepping too close and get hit with the reflex. First I'm an Average, you know I'm a leader. Don't follow no rules, only follow procedures. Like if a bitch get out of line, stuck her. A nigga wasting my time, fuck her. Promoter ain't giving no money, then dub it. Don't play with a gang when you see us in public. If I had nothing, you know I would clutch him. I grip on the strap and you know I'ma bust it. A nigga was fucking on me, he was in love. Don't let that little nigga lie to you. Ain't finna pressure a nigga to get out his feelings. Nah, that's what his mama do. Ain't finna beef with no little bitty bitch, she get beat. That's what that drama do. Ain't no waste of my time. Run of these bands, that's what them commas do. Yeah, that's what them commas do. Yeah, that's what them commas do. Ain't no waste of my time. Run of these bands, that's what them commas do. Yeah, that's what them commas do. Yeah, that's what them commas do. Ain't no waste of my time. Run of these bands, that's what them commas do.
Hit my phone like, Tay, where you at? I dropped the pen, come give me that neck. He drowning this pussy, he like, what the heck? I don't be bragging about how I be wet. My drip game awesome, you know I be flossing. Pretty ass here, and you know that I'm bossy. He think he a pimp, well bitch I'm a pimp. Louis back heavy, I walk with a limp. Money on my mind, I'm talking about commas. Fly takes back a hoe with that drama. This is my son, I call him my toddlers. Big booty bitch, they call me a wobbler. Ass hair broom, that's true facts. Got your nigga on my ass, that's true facts. Bitch, you and my bitch don't do that. If you wanna dip, bitch, I'ma screw that.
A nigga was fucking on me, he was in love. Don't let that little nigga lie to you. Ain't finna pressure a nigga to get out his feelings. Nah, that's what his mama do. Ain't finna beef with no little bitty bitch, she get beat. That's what that drama do. Ain't no waste of my time. Run of these bands, that's what them commas do. Yeah, that's what them commas do. Yeah, that's what them commas do. Ain't no waste of my time. Run of these bands, that's what them commas do. Yeah, that's what them commas do. Yeah, that's what them commas do. Ain't no waste of my time. Run of these bands, that's what them commas do. Yeah.
Swayze, why you do it to
I was
him?
trapping, I was stressed. Now I'm rapping, getting blessed. I want it first, won't go for seconds. And I still got that weapon. If I got it, I might sell it. Please don't try to test me, cause you know the CJ stepping. Way he walk, he talk, he different. Only 18 and he pimpin'. Homies hating from a distance. I know why these niggas shitting, cause I'm doing it and y'all didn't know a mill is waiting on me. I can't stop until I get it. I can't fall, I'm on my pivot. Used to crash out on the cinch, but I can't. I built my business by a beat pad and a pencil. Sound proud of you, first lady. Yeah, I'm glad to see us winning. Yeah, it's time to paint a perfect picture, but we ain't no perfect niggas. Money, clothes, gloss and hoes. That's how all my niggas roll. Smoke inside, don't ask me why. I stay high, nigga. You know what's going on. Always high. Let's talk about my hoes. I got Aisha and Felicia. I be hunching on Felicia. I be dogging out Felicia. Nice to meet you. And this is my class. I am the teacher now. Pass the blunt. This is that gas. I blow your speakers out. On the charts, I'm talking 21. Ain't talking 7. Please don't try me like no average. Yeah, that talent I been had it. Breaking all my bad habits. Getting rich and living lavish. Ashley is a good man, but the streets they made me wretched. Streets talk, young nigga. Ayy, get that money stack. Your phone was filled with nothing but them addicts. Now it's nothing but the baddest. Used to sell weed out of bags. Flexing cause I never had it. Hey, I'm in a different bracket. Drink too much, can't let them catch it. Show my ass, they swear I'm adding extra. They hating cause they want a feature. Watching cause they know I'm pressure. I ain't sorry that I'm special. Take a picture, write a letter. Know my days is getting better. Even in the hills, I still need salt and pepper. Money, clothes, gloss and hoes. That's how all my niggas roll. Smoke inside, don't ask me why. You know Simba always high. Let's talk about our hoes. I got Aisha and Felicia. I be hunching on Felicia. I be dogging out Felicia. Nice to meet you. And this is my class. I am the teacher now. Pass the blunt. This is that gas. I blow your speakers out. On the charts, I'm talking 21. Ain't talking 7. Please don't try me like no average. Yeah, that talent I been had it.
Run, young.
That boy P, so he crazy.
No. I was down, now I'm really about to go get up. 10 rounds, now that nigga can't get up. That's what you get when you go fuck with the vision. My money be piling, we don't do division. The feds be watching, I just gotta get up. I was just down, now I'ma get up. Sleeping on me, I bet that they get up. My money was low, but now I'ma get up. Oh, bet that we get up. Pushing this weight, I'm doing sit-ups. I was just dirty, now I got my fit up. Too good for these bitches, I bet they gon' miss us. And I pack a bag if you think that I'm trippin'. I keep this shit brisk like I'm sip Lipton. Even though niggas don't know what to get on. You ain't shit till your niggas go and get on. Get you some pack, go make a flip homes. Yeah, I'm stuck in my bad ways. Niggas always being burnt out, so I dip them all in the ashtray. I don't understand these niggas that just always talking about, yeah, they past ways. I don't understand these bitches always comparing me to they past days. I give a fuck about you, you give a fuck about me. I just be rapping for money, you be rapping for free. Feel like that I rap like a god, the reason they call me a G. I'm against all of these odds. Niggas ain't fucking with me. Never no worries, Hakuna Matata. They say that I'm hot cause the devil wear Prada. I'm Soulja Boy first and these niggas gon' follow. Catching no feelings, you catching these hollows. Ride with Rodriguez like I fuck with Rollo. Ain't got no time when I see this Movado. Bet that bitch shine like I'm in Monte Carlo. Looking at me like I done hit the lotto. Counting your last days, get hit up. Talking that trash, hey, on Twitter. Your bitch, she be bad, yeah, I'm with her. When she see me, her face be lit up. Boy, better go ahead and mind your business. I don't go back and forth like tenor. Run this game, I don't get no finna. But we bout to get up. 10 rounds, now that nigga can't get up. That's what you get when you go fuck with division. My money be piling, we don't do division. Feds be watching, I just gotta get up. I was just down, now I'ma get up. Sleeping on me, I bet that they get up. My money was low, but now I'ma get up. Oh.
That's my shit right there, son.
Renegade with another banger, you know how I do.
Yeah. I like what I fuck with it is that Renegade ain't afraid to put in work. And like him and his peoples went out and did the video. You know, it was like, boom, let's go ahead and knock something out, something new. Like I didn't even have the song before he sent it to me. So
yeah, you gotta stay fresh, especially in the music game. You know, especially in the sports game when I'm in, I try to keep the show fresh. I actually had you know, folks as we talk about copyists but can't duplicators.
Yeah.
And you know, I actually had an interesting conversation. I'm not to go off on a tangent, but one of the guys, like you said, folks reach out. We connect with other folks to do podcasts, and you know, I took this gentleman under my wing. Just to see, you know, where it would, you know, how things would go. Taught him a couple things, put him in touch with a couple people. And then the next thing you know, I see him interviewing some of the same people that I'm interviewing. Don't get any shout outs or anything. Don't, you know, show me no love. Then I had an interview with Gabe Taylor, Sean Taylor's brother, the weekend that he was, his brother was getting his number retired. And he hit me up and was like, oh, you interviewed him before? I was like, yeah, you know, I got a couple of connects that, you know, I know some people. So then he's trying to pick me for information, trying to get my connects. I was like, dog, I can't do that no more, man. You know, a lot of folks out here doing some things that ain't right. You know, we not getting credit, not getting shout outs for the work and, you know, work that we putting in. So, yeah, I can't divulge that information to you, dog. You know, I'm not going to do that no more. And he kind of got in his feelings. I'm like, we're in a mutually beneficial relationship when it's about business. If I'm helping you get on and helping putting you in a position to make your stuff better, and you're not helping me progress, not even sharing my stuff, liking it or whatever, even when I'm tagging you in stuff.
Yeah.
And then you slide in my inbox trying to pick me for information, trying to get more stuff for your podcast and to graze over me again. Nah. Fool me once, yeah, but you're not gonna fool me twice. Like I said, I jumped out there to see what would happen. And I got my answer. So, you know I'm not bitter. I just know I won't do business with that person.
Exactly.
Simple.
So real talk. So the first incarnation of True Radio was me, Black GOP, and then we added Sheeta. and we interviewed a guest several times. He has went so far as he did the same format, 2 guys and a girl, and then the girl was a model / singer. Does that even sound familiar?
Sounds a little familiar.
Sounds a little familiar, right?
We had a show on Listen Vision that had a similar format that we branched off from the original True Radio, and it's amazing.
Same visit.
It's amazing how we can duplicate our shows, but folks can copy us and still can't duplicate what we can do, and that's why there'll never be another show like that, because GOP was the linchpin, and there will never be another GOP that could make that show work.
Yeah.
I was looking at some of the old videos from those days of listening. It's crazy to believe that was 3 years ago, but it comes up in my memories. I was checking out some of the stuff, and I was like, the chemistry and just the uniqueness that he brought to whatever show he was on. It's like you could talk about. We started talking about politics, and somehow we ended up talking. We had a fucking dildo on the damn desk. Like, how did we get here? But he found the way that we bridged it all together, and the show was seamless. And I miss him on that level, and level as a brother. But I miss doing shows with him, man.
We definitely
oh my
did.
God,
Jamil, thank you for always resharing the show. Love you for that, dog. That's my dog. One of the things that it is with GOP, he had a way, especially when you did a podcast with him, of bringing a special connection out, making you better.
Yes.
And me and him, when we did the show together, it was such a blast. We did shit at 1:30 in the morning, and it was a party. Like, motherfuckers would just.
I made a couple of those shows. That was some good. Like I said, I had worked all day, sometimes working 2 jobs doing security, and then my day off just happened to be the same night as the show. They're like, "Hey man, we doing the show at 1:30." I'd be like, "Fuck it, I got it covered. Don't tell them what the hell is going to happen when we get there." So I had to be there.
And we just had so much fun just doing this shit, and like, but the thing about it is like we don't duplicate that. Like, we don't try to be, like, I'm not trying to be the next GOP. GOP was GOP. 151 is 151, CP3 is CP3. Like, we have our own unique vibe and chemistry, But that's the one thing I do miss about him. I mean, and what a lot of people don't understand, GOP watched at the bar while he was at the bar, bartending all the time. He was one of my biggest fans of the show. He would call and tell me what he liked, what he didn't like. He was like, "Yeah, you got that guest off kind of fast. They were kind of dry," stuff like that. So, Lady Internet's in the building.
Yeah. Oh man.
And she got bottles.
She ran over a couple of people. She probably might have had something to do with that accident on 95. She gets a little aggressive.
So, but GOP was, that was my dude, and we had a good time. He was, like I said, always supporting us, and that's when we talk about people who support you and you build with. Like, you definitely want to make sure you have a person like that when you're on your side and on your team. People who going to support and build with you, and help make you better.
No doubt. Like I said, the limited time I knew him, he always had something to help me either be a better host, a better person, a better man, a better businessman. That's one of the things I've also been. He was teaching me so much on the business side of things that I didn't grasp, that now I see, what he was talking about. So, not to get on the somber note, but that was a unique dude that I wish I'd have met earlier in my life, because I know I'd have, been further along than what I was doing.
Now, the funny thing is, so Vibe Williams just put realizing everyone ain't loyal. Amen to that one.
I learned that lesson long time.
So the funny thing about me and GOP is that his roommate used to work for me, and I met him and didn't think nothing of it. And then years later, and appreciate you, Vibe Williams, didn't think nothing of it. And then we were doing an eFed league. So my man invited me to come to that, And then me and GOP got close to. I would come over the house and we would just all talk shit and laugh. And then we found out we knew some of the same people. My man Black Caesar, and then we just had a great interest. And then we just started. Our friendship just was so organic, and it built. And it wasn't like I wasn't like looking, oh, this is gonna be my dude or something. You know, we're gonna be best friends or anything. No, it was just that we just had a really like even I had more interest than my man who was staying with him. Like we just started hanging out. And when my man went to the army, well, he was already in the reserve, but got sent to the desert for like a year. The GOP just hung out. When he was at the bar, come to the bar, take a drink, just have fun, talk. And then when we started doing the show together, it was just really off the hook.
Don't get me started. When we started hanging, you know, that dude was at my house almost at least 3 or 4 days out the week.
Man,
we on my couch, we grilling 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and we just sitting up drinking and smoking and doing just talking. Like I say, y'all had the connections with comic books and wrestling. We just had a connection on just talking real shit. And him, you know, teaching me things and me learning things that, you know, I hadn't even wrapped my mind around. And then he taught me in different aspects, you know, branch out, you know, get out of your comfort zone, all the stuff I'm learning as being a car salesman and stuff that helping me be a better person, better car salesman, better host, better businessman. So yeah, a lot of folks, you know, they hear us talk about him and, you know, think it's whatever, but until you met that dude, and he always had an impact on your life. Sometimes in a crazy way, but most of the times in a good positive.
But it was just funny. I mean, we've argued about guests on the show, and we're like, I ain't doing that shit. And he'd be like, come on, man, you know you running the show. And I remember somebody asked him one day, they was like, oh, y'all arguing about this, so there ain't gonna be no show. And he looked up and he said, you fucking stupid. He was like, yo, it's a disagreement. That doesn't mean that we're gonna stop the show.
Folks don't understand that.
He was like, yo, he's gonna be at the show. He runs the show. Like he's like, it's never that particular serious with us. Like, you know, we can agree to disagree, and you know, life is always gonna go on.
Yeah, we're grown.
That's what happens when you call it. It's called being an adult for some of y'all motherfuckers that don't know.
You can disagree. You can get in a heated argument and still be cool.
Oh yeah.
It ain't about always having beef or wanting to fight or what. It's just you're going to sometimes have to agree to disagree, as we spoke on earlier. Everyone isn't going to think the same way, have the same perspective or point of view. So stop that bullshit. People are different. That's what we're all human beings, but we have different emotions. We've gone through different things. We have different experiences. So we're going to feel different ways about different circumstances, experiences, people. So chill.
In general. So yeah, so shut the fuck up.
As Big Bird said a couple weeks ago, just shut the fuck up.
I mean, you know, I tell people that all the time. They get offended. They be like, no one tells me to shut the fuck up. Did you just hear me say that?
I told them to go fuck themselves. That's a compliment. Self-love is a beautiful thing.
You know what? Just when I think I'll be going too far, I'm like, you know, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Leave it up to CP3 to save the day.
That is a compliment. That self-love is a beautiful thing.
I go far, but I don't go CP3 far.
If you can't love yourself, no one else will.
Hold on, I guess it's calling. Hello?
You know.
I'm coming outside right now.
Yeah, so it look like our guest has arrived.
CP3, keep him entertained.
Keep him entertained.
I should have.
Yeah, we've been drinking. It's early. We just gonna be chilling tonight. Like I said, I've been drinking early. Watched it take it back to Laws. You know. Oh yeah, it's either 17. I hadn't had about. I think I done drunk like half of the 12 pack already. After watching that game, I ain't had no choice. But yeah, it's been crazy. Let's see what do I want? What's been on my mind?
Oh no, this is.
Hey, I think I got to show myself. I'm trying to think what's been on my mind. What do I want to get on the soapbox about tonight? All right, relationships. Yeah, let's get on relationships. Why is it that in the beginning when someone, women say they want the truth. They want someone to open and honest and
They do
communicate.
want the truth.
And so when you give them the truth and communicate and be
You
honest.
talking about relationships. Please cut.
I'm just saying, you gave me the mic and the platform. You couldn't cut me off. I was about to pontificate on some real shit.
What?
So what?
Pontificate on some real shit.
All right, let's go to a video.
I feel pontificate. I don't know. Let me get on Google real quick. See, I was about to drop some real. I was about to get some secrets to life, and they're gonna cut me off.
No,
It's sponsored by half a six pack of Stella and half a.
I'm going to a video so we can get the guest set up. Oh damn! You gonna take so much time? Oh shit! We're about to end the show. It's gonna be a wild night, folks.
Went hard on that, bro.
Niggas ain't loyal, you niggas ain't real. Switch up on you so it's fuck how they feel. And I want that money so I cannot chill. Knock to Burley and go get me a meal. The street to my brother so my heart cold. I don't think I'm never ever gon' heal. Don't trust a bitch, they would do you wrong. Fake love is all you ever gon' feel. These niggas ain't loyal, you niggas ain't real. Switch up on you so it's fuck how they feel. And I want that money so I cannot chill. Knock to Burley and go get me a meal. The street to my brother so my heart cold. I don't think I'm never ever gon' heal. Don't trust a bitch, they would do you wrong. Fake love is all you ever gon' feel. Brody gone, man, this shit'll feel real. Man, you was just about to sign you a deal. Niggas be hating they pussy for real. My shooter make the chopper sing like a deal. When we get that package, we gon' break the scale. You know it's hard, we gon' give him hell. My man couldn't get a part and not the jail. And we couldn't get along if you was real. What this shit hit deep, can't take the pain. These streets too cold, can't take the rain. Now we gotta keep choppers like Major Pain. Blow that up, got major rain. This shit hit deep, can't take the pain. These streets too cold, can't take the rain. Why they take your life, try to make a name? Could've told you do better, so I take the blame. You niggas ain't real. Switch up on you, so it's fuck how they feel. And I want that money, so I cannot chill. Chill early and go get me a meal. The street to my brother, so my heart cold. I don't think I'm never ever gon' heal. Don't trust a bitch, they would do you wrong. Fake love is all you ever gon' feel. These niggas ain't loyal, you niggas ain't real. Switch up on you, so it's fuck how they feel. And I want that money, so I cannot chill. Chill early and go get me a meal. The street to my brother, so my heart cold. I don't think I'm never ever gon' heal. Don't trust a bitch, they would do you wrong. Fake love is all you ever gon' feel.
I'm in the streets for real. They took my brothers, I'm ready to kill. These niggas like fish, I'm shooting they get. I get them the shots with the flash, just like a grill. Put his ass in a drain like mine. The stick in the box, I'ma make a pop out like a giant. See, I'm in the field with the sides. I'm getting the racks from the corner from selling that crack. When I was young, niggas still hating. They scouted my offs, let's go get the graded. Long lives up. They shot at my man in his house, they was waiting. I'ma get my revenge, I'm about to go raiding. Steve was nice with the rock. He was letting out threes like bullets from Glock. Put his ass in the bus, took one to the heart. Now he ain't ballin' no more. Force my nigga to stop. I'm rapping my pain now. Put myself with that 11, that blood gon' drain. I ain't looking for clout, I ain't looking for fame. She broken my heart and the blood leak and leave a stain. I ain't a fool no more. Lost 3 niggas in 1 month, they up to my school. Paint up his block red, leave some gold. This nigga ass snaking me out for a
These niggas ain't loyal, you niggas ain't real. Switch up on you, so it's fuck how they feel. And I want that money, so I cannot chill. Knock to Burley and go get me a meal. The street to my brother, so my heart cold. I don't think I'm never ever gon' heal. Don't trust a bitch, they would do you wrong. Fake love is all you ever gon' feel. These niggas ain't loyal, you niggas ain't real. Switch up on you, so it's fuck how they feel. And I want that money, so I cannot chill. Wake up early and go get me a meal. The street to my brother, so my heart cold. I don't think I'm never ever gon' heal. Don't trust a bitch, they would do you wrong. Fake love is all you ever gon' feel. This shit hit deep, can't take the pain. These streets too cold, can't take the rain. Now we gotta keep choppers like Major Pain. Blow that up, got major rain. This shit hit deep, can't take the pain. These streets too cold, can't take the rain.
Take your life, try to make a name.
He snaking me out, he left me a riddle.
If you sliding, then I'm sliding with you.
Left me in the jam, just like a pickle.
On the cold, I'll never forget you. Now I'm on the road like, where's the pistol?
It's right in my hand, I ain't for the middle.
We on the road, we ready for issues.
I'm ending the soul like, where's the sickle?
Know my fallen soldiers.
Sometimes
I got you.
1738. Yeah, but
That's like I just hit a crack line. That's fine, check it, bitch. I never did rap time. Everything add up. Please cut all the
Oh,
yes
yeah.
fine. Became a man and let some
So
shit
this,
slide that I
the
shouldn't.
end of
But
this
if I
video,
didn't, I
right?
would probably still be locked up and
The
booking
shot
you
here,
niggas cookies. Soft drip
that's
swinging
my
and
man,
putting beat faces with white cases in a mask and a hoodie. You niggas
damn.
rookies.
What's
Make
his name?
some. Why you taking it,
Toe
nigga? The
Buffett.
American
He
dream
passed
gone,
away.
so
He was
stop
killed out
faking it,
wrong.
nigga. Accept the fact that if you black, they still racist for niggas. No money attracts hoes, so stop chasing these bitches. Whoa. Whoa.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Oh, man, just let me get this. CP3 talk.
Check 1, 2. You know, another hot video, as always, at the Bar Radio, showing the hottest independent videos around.
Yeah, that was my man Pat Riley joint. Rest in peace, Toke Ruffin. I didn't even know. You know what? I'm so used to I didn't even realize how emotional I was gonna be at the end of that video because Toke Ruffin had passed. That song is about the situation that happened with Toke. He was actually about to get signed to a label, and just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Unfortunately, that happens too often.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of situations. Luckily, you know, I made it out okay, but fortunately, some other folks didn't. But you know,
I'm not trying to be funny. Were you the cause?
no, I was not the cause of it. I was this close to it. To the occasion where the guy got shot right next to me and shit. That was wild. But yeah, it's sad that folks are so quick to pick up a gun to solve an issue instead of just being a man or being a woman and talking about it. You see all of these videos on social media. I watch, but everybody's sharing, and it's crazy how quickly folks have resorted, you know, doing violence instead of, you know, trying to figure out a compromise and figure out a way to take care of it. You know, I used to be the same way, so I'm not judging, as I said, but
You used to?
I haven't. I told you I haven't had a situation in a while.
You haven't had what kind of situation?
A physical situation. The last time it was when I was doing security.
What you mean physical?
As in
All
when I
right.
put hands on somebody.
Okay.
So
You gotta clarify.
Sometimes you gotta put hands.
So I got good news and I got bad news.
Oh shit! I hate that. So I hate that. I mean, the bad news is never good.
Bad news is not supposed to be good.
Sometimes it be alright. But when he got bad news, it's always like something.
The good news is we still have more liquor.
Oh.
I gotta restart the feed because the camera paused and now it's going in circles. So I gotta restart. Yeah. So we'll be back. Your stuff is already set up though.
Yeah.